another 7 deadly sins, because there's 7 of them. So this is going to be sloth, which is laziness. And so we're going to play around with some special effects makeup, latex, um, and excuse me, some bloods, and just a few things. I didn't have breakfast yet, so I'm going to eat this while we are doing what we're doing. So let me do the intro while I am moving stuff around at my station. Hello again and welcome. Did I say hello before? Hello again and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that? Crazy concept. I want you all to know that it is okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique, because that's what they're telling you in whatever video that you are watching. I'm here to let you know. Use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Here, we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that's our motto. 2 things about me. I curse sometimes because I curse sometimes. And the other thing is, there's an organism named Bruce that lives in my throat that likes to randomly hiccup, gurgle, and belch during videos and live streams. I try to be aware of him to say excuse me. And so if he makes an appearance and I don't say anything, it's because I was not aware. And sometimes that does happen. So we're going to start. We're going to do, oh shoot. You might make me do this every time. Yeah, so we're going to trace. What do I want to use to trace? We'll use what we used yesterday to trace. I'm going to spray my face first. Forgive me for not being prepared. We're going to be doing 7 deadly sins. We're going to do a look for sloth today. So that's what we are doing today. I do have Angola Star contact lenses, so that's why my eyes look like this. And I think it's a good look. I like them. So we're going to spray barrier spray from Mayron. Then we're going to spray, this is going to ensure things stay locked down. Then we're going to spray makeup primer spray oil control from Scandinavia. And we're going to be using, I'm not going to keep saying as I said because I know people come in at different times. We're going to be using the Mayron makeups. We're going to be using some bloods. We're going to be using latex and spirit gum. We're all going to use coagulated blood. That's one of my favorite products because it just looks like, oh. So this is the Scandinavia Oil Control Primer Spray. I don't have oily skin, but when I really want to lock something in, I do the combination that I just did. And either one alone is good on its own, but sometimes we do a little extra. Hey, Bria, how are you? So right now we're going to, this needs to dry so I edge out under here. And this will be maybe the only thing that we edge out unless I want to do, yeah, so my thought was to use latex and tissue, and then I thought I could, latex and tissue, and or use the scar wax. And so I do think we're going to use scar wax. I want to use this one time before. There's a lighter one I use a couple times. So I think we're going to do this down here, and we're going to do, or not, I don't know, but we are going to use this. We are going to incorporate this into the look. I have our 2 Skin Illustrator palettes. This one is flesh tone, and so we're going to use this for coloring. This is alcohol activated, and so we are digging into special effects stuff here on live stream versus the members just seeing a picture. This is their special effects alcohol activated palette. We're going to be using that, and we have our cream paints. And we're going to use this one because I'm thinking we're going to use this gray that's in here. We're going to put a white eyeshadow on the lid, and we're going to take that from the Matte Pride palette from 2024 because they do have a white shadow in there. We have our brushes here. We have our alcohol here. I have my contacts in. This is dry, so we're going to trace here. I don't know if I want to actually trace down here or not. Yeah, this is looking gnarly, and I'm excited. So we're going to use Incorruptible. That's the name of this shade. This is Matte Color Excess Gel Pencil Eyeliner. Thought I saw a shine. Hey, Janet. We're doing Sloth today. Excuse me for a moment. And sometimes during my wake-ups, I feel somewhat rested. And so when I woke up around, I think it was like around 9, you know, I said, you know what? I think I feel okay around noon to do this. And so I set my alarm for 11:30. And of course, I was sleeping really good. But here we are. This is a picture. This look, I could do this also with gelatin, but I didn't. I haven't used it yet. And so I didn't want to sit here and be fumbling. And Mayron has, I mean, Graftobian also have waxes, but their process was different. For the Mayron, you put on spirit gum and put this on top of it, and like that's it. Hey, Alexandria, but the wax from Graftobian, I keep wanting to say Graftobian, for Graftobian, it's like 3 different extra steps. And I said, you know what, let me not do that. Let me do what I know for now. And so maybe that'll be something we'll do for members only as well, is play around with the stuff that I haven't used yet. I know that I don't want to take the latex up in this delicate area. I do know that. I do know that. So that's why I'm making this here. If I can get tissue straight, I could do that. So I have paper towels here, and I do have tissue here to do, excuse me, to do that. And that's part of the process of that. Hey, David. That burnt, thrown out the car explosion type look. A lot of that was the latex with one of these ripped up on top of it, and then more latex, and then I painted it. And so that's what I was peeling off, because under here there's nothing. And if you put latex where your skin moves, it's going to crack. So they say put it somewhere where your skin doesn't move, but we're going to put it where it moves. But that's why I was able to peel that off, because it was moving. It was moving. This is not where the other side is. This whole thing is off from the other side, because this side is up higher. We're going to leave it like that? No, we're not. Where are we? I am not a fan of pulling skin, but my wrinkles were like, we ain't moving for you today. So this is going to be, this side is closer this way. Okay. We're going to do the scar wax up here. But also, I don't think I should put spirit gum this close either. That stuff, y'all. So we'll just do the latex up there. We will just do that. Want to do the brows. We're not going to do anything fancy with the brows. I might be back tomorrow, y'all. I don't know, because I want to knock out these 7 Deadly Sins looks. I fell asleep. It was like 2 in the morning, and y'all know I just be getting my groove on at 2 in the morning. We're gonna just do our brows kind of regular. We're not gonna back comb and do all of that, because I want them to be faint. I just want to just kind of make the shape look the same on both sides, which still ain't gonna happen. Don't be so down on yourself. I know my issues, and sometimes my brows are not friends. This side is thicker, and I did just follow where the line is. Now I'm just going to fill in. You know what? Do I want to taper? Let's just come and just taper. I had no idea who was going to show up. Do I have... Oh, I got stray. I got stray hairs. Can I find it really quick? If I cannot, I'm going to leave it. I was going to... If I found my tweezers really quick, because there's like a hair here and a hair there. Those are the only ones that I do pluck these days. Hey, Addie, how are you? Is when they're down here. So I got one there and one there. So if I remember when I go in the bathroom, or if when I'm cleaning up here I see it, and I'll pluck them out. It was one the other day, and now there's two. So I guess it was like, yeah, she friendly. She ain't going to mess with us. You can come on over here to the party too. Now there's another one. So we're just going just lightly over the brows. It's like I'm slouching again. Years ago, I realized that my back was hurting more than usual, and I realized it was my posture. And even at my desk, when I'm on my laptop, I tend to slouch, and so I gotta remind myself, sit straight, or your back is gonna let you know later that it's pissed off at you. I need to put city lips on, but I am gonna eat a granola bar. My lips are dry. So we're gonna leave the brows just like that. This side has an arch that this one doesn't. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it because by the time we do all the other things, it's not gonna be noticeable, I don't think. But y'all know I do wanna mess with it. We're just gonna round it off, which is gonna make it thicker. I know I said I was gonna leave it alone. I know I had a case of I can't help it. Alright, we're gonna put that down. Ay. So, take a bite of my granola bar. I think I'm the only person who doesn't ever think about my eyebrows. That means yours probably looked better than mine. I have our palette here. This latex, I am double dipping because this one's going to be mine. So I'm going to leave this here at the station. So I do have another one from Mayron and Raftobian over there. And I'm also going to do the same with the Spirit Gum. So I have another one of these from, Mayron, and one from Raftobian. So I'm going to leave those two here because it's easier to do that than to pour latex into a container and then work out of here, because then it ends up drying and I waste some. And I run a chance of, like I did before, moving the wrong way, my elbow hitting the table and then dropping it. So I'm going to put on some latex first. The Craftobian kit, they sent the, I think it was like a 4-ounce bottle. And I'm like, okay, that's really cool. So we want to take the latex. And we're going to put it where we put it. Yeah. We'll know when it's dry. Well, we're going to put the tissue on it before it completely dries. Some people, they put the latex on a palette and then put the tissue in there. I have a tendency to do this. My hand is shaking. Oh my goodness, my hand is shaking. And actually, we are going to use tissue instead of. I was going to rip this up. We'll use ripped up ones for down here because that's what's going to give. That's what gave it that texture. For that other look. So we're just going to tear this. I'm having to work kind of quick since I did both sides. And so we're just going to roll this up. If I wouldn't have overplucked, I had really bushy, fluffy brows. And I would like to think if I can go back in time, I would have just tweezed, like how I'm saying there's hairs under here. I would like to believe I would have just tweezed under here, because that would have kept the shape the way they were without over tweezing, because they did come down to like here. And so that's what I would like to think I would do. Would I have really done it if I could go back in time? Not knowing what I know now, I probably would have did the same thing. And I did that after having it waxed, and the wax burned me. It gave me 2 second-degree burns. And I'm like, I ain't doing that again. So we're gonna put this here. We're gonna cut what's hanging, what's the longer parts. Where are my scissors? Everything is right here. Let me get this one on the other side. That looks funny. Yeah, Grace doesn't do hers either. And I think that's really cool. And a lot of people don't. But because I did what I did, yeah. I do now consider it a luxury to not do brows for the people who don't do brows. Oh, this is starting to dry because this is not sticking. Oh, shit. That means I need to hurry up and put it on the other side. And the other one, because I just put puffs of the cotton instead of making lines like this, this is making it a tad more tedious to do. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. We're all gonna put latex on top. Let me get my scissors. We're gonna take the rounded ones, not these ones, because that's too close to my eye. Too close to my eye. I do see a pair of tweezers. Y'all will probably hear me fishing for it, because they're shorter than most things in here. They were at the bottom. Are you upside down? Is this content? I think that is so funny when Janessa says that. She's like, is this content? Tweezers. So we got this one hair right here, ow, and the hair right here, ow. That's it. Yeah, we're gonna cut these and then put latex on top. Have my makeup trash bag handy. And now I got quiet. I'm gonna go back to sleep after this. I'm trying to debate if I just want to lay on my back on the sofa, which of course I always lay on my back on the sofa because usually I'm watching TV, and take a nap over there, or get back in the bed. Kathy, did I speak to you already, Kathy? If not, hello. You had brows microbladed years ago, worst decision of my life. Yeah, if I can go back in time, knowing what I knew now, and if I did know, because we like to think we would do certain things, and reality is like we may or may not have. I was getting married again, and he surprised me with a visit to this place to have a manicure, pedicure, and have my brows done. And she waxed my brows. I really liked how it looked. And so time went by and I went back again, and they gave me 2nd-degree burns. My whole, and she only had the wax here and up here, but this whole area, 2nd-degree burns. I said never again. And I sent her a picture of it. I texted her and sent her a picture of it. She's like, oh, come right now, and I'm like, I'll give you your money back. And so when I went in, she just went in her purse and just she just pulled out a bunch of money and gave it to me. I said, no, just for the brows. She said, no, take it all. So she was giving me money back for the manicure, the pedicure, the whole thing. And what made it so bad was I was re-meeting my dad, because I hadn't seen him since a teenager. And it was my 35th birthday. And I put on 3 layers of foundation on my eyes and up here to cover it up. And so that's what made it so bad. Was I'm like, okay, I'm looking like I got burns, which I did. Re-meeting someone I hadn't seen in so long. We're going to take some more latex. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Katie, I'm sorry. Katie. So we're going to just put more latex. This is going to help it to stick. And again, this one is going to be mine, so that's why I'm double dipping. So I did a lot of this for that look. I should have cut this right here too, but I did not. This smells, oh. And they said in the course, let your actor, actress, model, whoever, they said let them take a whiff of it first. Like just pass it under their nose so they can smell it, so they won't be caught off guard. This is disgusting. It smells horrid. So we're doing Sloth. I really like this picture that I found. 2 of them I really like, actually. One of them looks like it can be an old age makeup look. And so no, it looks like it could be a frozen look. We had to do a frozen look. Looked like we were out in the cold. That might be one I do for members only here on the channel. Members here, among other perks, they do get member exclusive content. They do have some say in what goes on the channel. If I have an idea about something, I'll do a members only post and they answer me. And majority rules, and so we'll do that. They can also request looks for certain palettes or certain color stories, and so they do have some say on what I do. And so if there's something you want to see me do particularly, becoming a member is a way to do that. Alright, so we're going to let this sit and let it dry, and we are going to, so I want to put shadow on the brow. The eyelids, we're just going to use a white. This is going to get painted inside, and the shapes are so different. Well, it'll dry, we'll see. Because this side is more pointed than this side. Well, first of all, they're in different places, but this side is more rounded. I'm going to go ahead and put shadow on my eye. We're only just going to use that one shadow. Oh, I'm shut down my... Please say y'all do that too. If y'all drop food on your chest, y'all eat it. How come this isn't turning back on? Is this content? I think he's going to sleep. I don't want it to go to sleep. We can go ahead and do I want to do scar wax up here or latex? Let's just do the eyelid. So that way that can be done. That'll probably be the least tedious thing to do. I was going to say I don't see the thing. I did wash all those brushes. And I left them on my drying rack. Why am I going to put this? We need eye primer. I left them sitting on my drying mat like I used to always do. I want to just keep this rounded. We're not going to bring it out anywhere. You should get waves near. No, that's too much. I would need to let it grow longer than that. I like it being the length it is now. I tell myself if I can pinch it, it's too long. And so, and my hair is not wavy. It gets bushy when it's longer. So I would have to put like some type of texture or something on it. Some sort of product. But nope, I am not, because I am happy with my hair this short, and I do refresh it every 1 to 3 weeks depending on how I'm feeling and how fast it grows. Because one time I cut it and then like a week later I'm like, why is hair hanging over my ear? And so I cut it again, and I looked at my calendar, it had only been a week. I'm like, damn. We're gonna take paint pot, Max Paint Pot Groundwork. Just Stan, how are you? No, you don't drop food on my I didn't do it on purpose. But y'all know I like to eat. That crunchy granola bar, so a piece of the granola that fell off, well, it broke off outside of my lip area, so it fell on my chest. What about if you're like sitting on the sofa eating popcorn or chips and you drop a piece of chip or popcorn? Do you eat that or you just throw it away? You know what? You have a dog, so I would think that you wouldn't do that. It's only just me here, so I don't have fur places. We're going to go into the MAC palette, and we're going to take this shade. It's called White Frost. This shade up here. So that's the one. This is a white also, but it's a dual chrome, and I don't want a dual chrome. I just want a white. Hopefully it shows up white. I'm wondering if I want to put a base under here. So let's just see what it does. It's not going to do much. You know what? It might. Let's see. I'm so strange. It's a huge mirror in here that I could be using. I could actually just sit this down. Well, actually, that's not working because I'm not used to doing that. Okay. This is a shimmer? I didn't think it was a shimmer. Or satin. It's not a shimmer. A metallic. I don't think that person yesterday, y'all, ever gave an answer when I asked him if he saw a dude with long hair, or somebody he thought was a dude with long hair when he asked them if they were a woman. That guy who called himself an English mutt, his hair was shoulder length. He would just put it in a bun when he would go to work. And so I'm kind of thinking they were trying to be funny because some men do have long hair and some women do have short hair. I see it in my day-to-day life when I'm out. So I think they were just trying to be smart. That was kind of strange. Either that or they're young and they don't get out much and don't see people much in public. So that is it for this palette. So we're going to put this away. This monstrosity of gorgeousness. So we're going to put that. Can you go home? It's not fitting. Oh, you know why? Because that goes over here. Oh, I'm moving. Nina's picture. Okay, I fixed it. Nope, no waves in my hair. But thank you for saying what I should do, though. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I am more than happy with my hair. This is the way it is. Scar wax. It's gonna be fun. Where's my Vaseline? Please say it is over here. Yep. The Vaseline will help it from sticking on my fingers. And they say KY jelly Vaseline, same thing. I am hungry. I kind of just want to do the latex and tissue. That's really what I'm feeling to do. Because I think that'll give it more texture than just putting on just the wax. But I do want to use the wax though. We're going to do... Yeah, let's just do it. See, this is the spirit gum. Open the Vaseline. Open the scar wax. Scoop some of it out. Put it in the palm of our hand. Roll it. Roll it. Oh man, it broke in 2 pieces. I was trying to get up one long piece. And then we are going to stick that on top of the spirit gum. It is sticky. Hence the Vaseline on our fingers. So it won't be so it won't stick while we're trying to blend it out. Do I have scar wax back here? Or is it just not on where the scar wax is? Very, very messy. Not the scar wax, the spirit gum. I think this dried faster than I thought it was. Dip my fingers in Vaseline. So I can smooth this out without my fingers picking it up. We're flattening it, and some of this we're going to pull off. So this is some of what I was saying. Just doing creative makeup looks with just paints. This is a whole different thing. This is a whole different thing. And this will get painted. Excuse me. So I'm just blending down the edges a little bit. I forgot how fast spirit gum dries. And now I gotta apply it. Scent wax works kind of the same way, but it's thicker and it's more hard, which I need to just keep working with it to where it doesn't annoy me that it is so hard. This wax, the scar wax, is a lot easier to work with. And then it depends on what kind of effect you're trying to do as well. But both of them do the same thing. Alright. So this is looking translucent, except where the tissue is white. So that is drying. I'm going to take I'm wondering if I could just leave this like, well, I know I could. So I just want to do the 1 line instead of the 2 lines. We're going to scoop it out. We're going to put on the spirit gum right before we put this on. I forgot how fast it dries. We're going back in with our spatula. And it doesn't have to be a straight line. Because it's going to be looking, if I do it right, it's going to be looking like hella crazy. This look in general. So we're scooping out some more. Put that in the palm of my hand. And roll it. Warm it up and get us a line. This is a good one. I'm just rolling it. Spirit gum, here we come. It looks like there's some under her nose too. There's a lot of stuff going on her face. And I am here for it. I'm gonna put that down. Where is the glue? Put our fingers in some Vaseline. This is too much. I'm gonna end up taking some off the end like I did on the other side. This comes in light, medium, and dark. This is the light one. I didn't mess with the chat, so I don't know if I'm seeing or missing messages. I'm just blending down the edges. And they say you can do that with this too, with your spatula. I'm just going to leave this back here. I'm going to take this little piece off. This is very tedious. Yeah, that look I did took me 3 hours. But I was taking my time though, because some of that stuff I hadn't done before. But even knowing what I'm doing now is still takes a long time. Did I need? No, I did not need fixative A. This does move with the skin, as you can see, so hopefully that won't be a problem. Alright, dry my fingers off. I'm going to put one on her forehead. I do just kind of want to do latex on my forehead though. And I'll do latex here also. So let me... Are we done with this for now? Yeah. Let me close this up. I just want to use these products more because that's the only way I'm going to get like extremely comfortable with them. This is dipping in like right where that one is. Oh shoot. Alright, close that up for now. Take another piece of tissue. I just want to tear it. Excuse me. Excuse Bruce. And we're going to roll this up. I tore it by mistake, but that does not matter. Don't matter. Latex. If I were to build this up, they would consider this a prosthetic because of the texture that it gives. And so you can do like a larger piece, like just keep putting on more and more of your paper towel or your tissue. So this is considered a prosthetic. So we are going over top of it because it will, and the sides is going to make sure that it adheres. Even though like somewhere over here, like how you saw in the video or the members saw in the removal video, if I get an edge up, I can just pull it off because there's no, well, I don't know what I was going to say. I feel like what I was going to say wasn't going to make sense. So we have another piece of tissue. I need to reset the timer on my device down here because it keeps going to sleep. I haven't used my tablet in so long. So like instead of bringing my laptop over here, I said I can send a picture to my email like I was doing before, and then just have my tablet here so I don't have to make a lot of extra space and move more stuff. And it was functioning so slow, and I'm thinking, oh shoot, don't get this in your hair because it will not come out. I did do some in my hair. Okay. Just gotta get it before it gets too dry. I'll take another piece of tissue. We're gonna just do the 3 on that side. So it was really moving slow, and I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I just haven't used it in probably like a year. I don't know. I used to play Mahjong on it, and then somewhere along the line I stopped. And I used to read books on it too. Free books, free Kindle books. What I like about doing this is seeing how it comes together. Because in the beginning, like now, it's just like, bro, why are you putting toilet paper on your face? And you can see how this one, it already has the texture because I didn't roll it flat like these pieces. So that's what that was on my face that y'all saw, Janet. All that texture, except for the prosthetics, the actual prosthetics. It was this. Well, actually it was this. And we're going to put some of this on to give us more texture in a little bit. Yeah, I don't think I'm seeing comments unless nobody's saying anything. The last one I see is Cece saying do it to Stan telling me what I should do with my hair. Don't laugh, because I think this piece is going to pop off. That's what I'm thinking. Hi, Maureen. How are you? We're doing 7 Deadly Sins. This look is Sloth. That's what we're doing today. This will be interesting for me because I never come live at noon on a Saturday because usually I'm still sleeping because I'm nocturnal. I will be going back to sleep after this for sure. This is definitely new for me. Janessa is going to, well, she might most likely. She said yesterday. Because I double checked with her like what time she was going to go live. She said maybe 3 or 4. Thank you for the hearts. She's in Central Time. So when all of this turns white, except for well, it'll still look white over the toilet paper, but like how these edges are now clear, that's how we'll know that it is dry, and it feels dry. Oh my word. I'm gonna put a piece on the chin. Looks like she has some under here too. And you can just put latex on and let it dry and pull it apart. Maybe I'll do that under here. Just for y'all to see. Janice at the park, so you are in pocket right now. Okie dokie. Thank you for taking me out today. Haven't been to the park in a while. Are you going to the dog park too? Or are you just you by yourself walking? Oh, never mind. I'm asking you questions. I'm in your pocket. I'm just being messy. Okay. Yeah, latex is messy. All right, all right. So we're gonna start painting, but it needs to be dry. I think I'm gonna layer it though. This, let's just take this piece off. Oh shoot, it's stuck. Part of it is stuck and part of it's not stuck. So I thought it was just gonna lift off and it didn't. So we're gonna put some more spirit gum right here. And where did I put? No, here's the Vaseline. I tried to pull it up, but it didn't come up. Okay. Let's just put some latex under here. They do have different color latexes, which I wasn't aware of. Some of it came in the Reptobian trauma kit. This piece right here wants to keep coming up. I don't know, we'll just work with it. And it was exciting. So I used some of the red and some of the black in that look. So we're gonna put this here, let this dry, and then pull some of it apart. This stuff smells, ugh. Excuse me. Alright, so what else are we gonna put where? We're gonna put texture up here. So we are gonna take one of these. And I should have put it while it was still wet. That's what I should have did. That's what I should have did. So we're gonna pull this apart. They say use cotton balls. This is cotton too, so use what you want, use what you got. So I'm gonna put this on before it dries, since I did a thin layer. Looking like this wants to be dry. And then put some more latex on top. Oh, this is a whole process. So that's where we're going to get the texture from, as you can see. This is almost gone, the latex in this bottle. Oh, I need to make sure I don't go up to my hairline. Shit. And it's going to pull my hair out. I know I keep getting quiet. I'm trying to rush to get this on before it gets too dry. Because then I'll just have to put more on for the tissue to stick. So we're just shredding this up, taking little pieces. I do have one. Oh, I didn't bring it over here. A latex one that does dry white. That would have been perfect. Would have been perfect for this. Don't get in my hair. You're like, what hair? I love it. I am so low maintenance. I was never a frilly girly girl. And I never really cared what people thought about like my style or lack thereof. Which some people really do, and I just really don't, and I never really did. I have what they call an internal locus of control, like how I feel about myself and situations that happen. I look within and figure it out. Where some people have an external locus of control, where everything that goes wrong is because of this, or it's because of that, or because of this, or because of that. Everything that happens and what you do is based on stuff outside of yourself. That's an external locus of control. I have an internal locus of control. So people who play the victim, external locus of control. And I do know people like that, and it's really sad because they will never be content with their life, because sometimes it really is us. And if they're going to always say it's because of something else or because this happened, that's why, they're never going to learn to do better and to be better, because they're not holding themselves accountable for anything. And I think that's really sad. Y'all know I'm big on transparency, and I'm big on accountability, even my own. So sometimes people are like, you're being too hard on yourself. I'm like, well, what I did was fucked up. I'm not going to act like it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But, so y'all see how that put that texture there? This stinks. Hey, Tanya. Like, literally, this stuff smells bad. We're doing Sloth today, Tanya. How about I just put you up here? Do we want to do more? I forgot I had did this on the thing. I'm like, why are my hands sticky? Do we want to put some around here? Do we want to? And then the question becomes, do I want to shred up? Yo, this is almost empty. This is almost empty. And I need to get to it before it dries because that fan is blowing. So we're still working off of that same cotton round. I need to look up how latex works with scar wax. That's what I should have looked up. Because I don't know if it's going to cause it not to do certain things. I don't know. This is fun. I don't know about y'all, but I'm having a good time over here. Putting tissue on my face. And this is popping up right there as well. So I don't know. We'll just roll with it. Oh shoot. It's stuck on my finger. Get off my finger. No, it's stuck on that finger. Damn it. Damn it, Janet. Alright, now my finger. I can't get it off. Shit. It's still stuck on my finger. Okay. Roll with it. Roll with it. I know I keep getting quiet, y'all. Shouldn't rush and get this on. Get some more latex on. When I use this for the look, that's when I decided to double dip, because I have enough. The Graftobian one I didn't even open at all, except for the black and the red one, and I did not double dip with those. So those will stay in the kit. Because it is quicker just to do this, and since this was running low, get low, get low, get low, I said I'll just keep this one for me. They did the 3 colors of the scar wax so you can blend into the color of your skin, like if you just want to create a scar. But I'm doing so much more than that right now with this scar wax. So I could have just did all of this with the latex like I was thinking to do. But I do want to use the scar wax. Maybe I will just actually make a scar with it. Stuff is everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Still working on that same cotton round. I know I keep getting quiet. Oh, hey, Janessa. Don't you be sleeping? We're doing Sloth, one of the 7 deadly sins. Latex and cotton round. Okay. I saw a text come through. I'm answering like they're here in the chat right now, but they're not. Yo, latex is a beast. Like it's nasty. It just looks like, ooh, it just fell over. Thankfully, it's not a lot in here and I'm dripped out like when I dropped it before. I'm gonna put some more under my nose. So it just gives this weird look to the skin, as you can tell by looking under my nose. This is really almost gone. Come on, let me get on the skin. I should have brought some cream, some other cream paints over here. We're gonna put some more under our nose because it is starting to dry, but I wanna rip it up a little bit more than what I can do with the little bit that was on there. Get low, get low, get low, get low. All right, clean up here. I think that's all the tissue we're gonna put. I'm just trying to get stuff off my fingers. Where's my towel? It's even like my hands. Lip wax is waxy. Hey, Lock. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised I felt okay enough to get up. But after this, I'm sure I'm going to crash again. My screen keeps going to sleep. So now we can put on City Beauty lip oil. There is stuff on her lips. Do I want to do... I don't know what I want to do with the lips, if I want to do anything to the lips. I wish I had a red eyeliner to put underneath, because I do want something under there, but first thing I grabbed, skip the wait list. I'm going to put this on lower lash line. Just to have some color under here. And on our inner rim. I was thinking, what if they contact me again in another 2 years? They don't have a program I want. They have a professional hairstyling. And they have bonus lessons that don't count toward the course of them doing hair. And of course, the mannequin heads are Caucasian. So I'm just feeling some kind of way. But then depending on what I do in the future, it might come in handy to do hair. But they'll probably toss a module in, because one of the bonus modules she looking for a sponge. They did have a Caucasian model, and then they did a second one, a base face and makeup, no makeup look, and then they amped it up to a nighttime look. So they did one for both a Caucasian person and a person of color, and I believe the person of color was an add-on because they did say they added on. We're gonna cut this. And then you can get more uses out of it. And so what we're gonna do, I'm ready to go in with some blood. We're going to make this textured. I wonder if this would work with oil-based paints. I don't know how oil-based works with latex. But you know what though? I have my alcohol palettes over here. So let's do that first. And one of them does have a white in it. Are we going to... What do I want to do? Ooh, my face is feeling tight. Ow. Ow. So what do I want to do? Like, what colors do I want to do? I know we're going to do blood stuff, so I do know that. I'm not ready to take the blood yet. So we're going to take this brush. I don't know where this Carvex over there. And take one of these. Put some 99% alcohol in it because that's what they say to use with. Did I just drop the cap? Yeah, I did. That's what they say to use with these palettes. And so we're just gonna spray some in here. And we're gonna sit that down. So we're gonna dip the paint. What are we gonna take? We're gonna take, so dip the brush in the paint. This is blood tone. We're just gonna take this in here and I'm gonna paint over this. It's almost like watercolors. You can build it up, like on top of the tissue. It's gonna look darker, of course. This is fun. Ooh, strong because it's alcohol. Kind of close to my eye. That's why I didn't want to take that all the way up there. Ooh, thank you y'all for being here. So dipping in alcohol, dipping in paint. And this is the size 5. This is Skin Illustrator is the brand. Skin Illustrator on this FX palette. And they have the names of them up here. The name of each shade or whatever you want to call them. I was going to say this be fun taking it off, but that would be me being sarcastic. Somebody commented on Instagram. They were like, did it hurt? I said, the owls were real. When I was going, ow, 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 like, the owls were real. Feels like a band-aid on a hairy part of your body and you're just ripping it off. Making sure this is dry up here, and it is. We're just going to go around the edges with this because we're going to put blood. Even though in the picture everything is like looks almost bruised. It's not a lot of color, like white, grays. But y'all know I want to do blood, so I'm gonna do some of that. So we're just dipping back and forth from the alcohol into the palette. I keep getting quiet, y'all. This comes off very easily, the alcohol paint. Yeah, of course, you can remove it with alcohol, but of course that would be like super harsh on your skin. They say if you do that, make sure you really like moisturize your face. But you can just use makeup remover to get it off. I think I might want to use a different color. Let's just keep using this one for now. This is where a bigger brush would come in handy. Or not, because it dries so quick. I gotta keep going back and forth anyway. Hey Alexandra, did I speak to you earlier? Were you here earlier? I am in the groove. And once the latex dries, as you see on top of the tissue paper, you can just do, you know, whatever you want on top of it. We're still just taking the same color. Not being precise at all. Yes. Yes, it is. We're doing Sloth, one of the 7 deadly sins. We did Envy last night. If you want to go to my channel later to see what that look looks like. Didn't turn out quite how I thought, because last minute I thought to add the Envy part. So I did change the title. I did change the thumbnail, because I'm like, this is not, that ain't it. I do want to use this stuff more. They say you cannot practice enough, and I believe it. Because there's like at least 3 different adhesives that I have, and before I use something, I still have to look up, like, okay, what is this adhesive for? Like, which product is that for? Which do you use this with, and what do you use this one for? Whereas I get used to them, I'll already know, and I won't have to be looking stuff up every time. Okay, so for this here, you can like peel it back. Pull it apart, and that'll give it a little bit of texture too. I just wanted to show y'all this, that's why I didn't put anything on top of it. And so you can do this as well. And you can put latex on your lip. Ow, that hurt. So I just wanted to show y'all that. And so you can do that with latex too. For texture and effect, just pull it apart. Now, what color do I want to use now? Need a piece of tissue. And you can use the same brush, just clean it in between, and cleaning it just means dipping it in the alcohol and then wiping it on a cloth to get that color off of it. So what color do I want to use now? I think I want to do a darker color. We're going to use this that we tore up, so you see the ridges on there. Hi, live forever. I like that. Oh, you know what? I answered your comment and I didn't even pay attention to like who made the comment. So we're going to go into bruise tone, this one here. Will this fit? Yep. So we're going to dip this in the alcohol, and then we're going to dip this in here, and we're going to go on top. We're just going to on top of the prosthetic versus the edges. This is just going to give us some color differentiation. I need to put more alcohol in there. Yeah, we might go in with some of the black later. I need to put more alcohol in here. I'm going to just open it and pour it, and hopefully I won't make a mess. I didn't make a mess. Not yet. I shouldn't say yet. I just know me. I'm wondering like what I should put over. Oh, there's too much water. Over the scar wax. Oh, you know what? I think that needs to be powdered down. I don't think there's too much water on here. I don't think I can put this on top of it in a way that it'll show up. This alcohol-based paint. Lightly in the water. Shit. Is this gonna go over it? Not really. I need to do something else with that. Ooh, that looks nice. I like that effect a lot. I'm gonna take the white. Ooh, I knocked this over and it went sideways, but it's down in here so it didn't spill out. I'm gonna take this white paint in here. That's a cream paint. So I can just use a brush with that. Hopefully it'll come up easily. Take this bigger brush. Excuse me. Hopefully it's not dry. The one for the bald cap was bone dry. So I just put a little dory line in it and it was fine. Yeah, so this needs to be painted first and then powdered down, and then I can put the alcohol activator on top of it. You know what? I might use some of this on my face too, because the picture is very gray toned. Because when a lot of the sloth pictures, because it's laziness, you're just sitting there and wasting away. And so some of them, one of them looked like an old age makeup look, and I might do that one for old age makeup look. So now we gotta powder that down. Do I want to? Yes, we want to. I'm not keeping quiet, y'all. Listening to the sound of my fans. What I could do is put the white where I'm putting this paint. I could set it with that. I could do that. I keep getting quiet because I'm trying to figure out like what else I'm gonna do, like what I'm gonna put where type of thing. I do want to use some bloods, but it's not a lot of blood in this picture. There's hints of blood, which I already have, but there's not. Like actual blood, but I just like using the bloods. Thank you y'all for being here. I know this is very unusual for me. Oh boy, what else am I gonna do? I'm gonna mix some colors with the blood after I get this cream on and powder it down. And so we're just haphazardly just putting it places. We're not being precise, not being very strategic other than where we're putting it, but we're just putting it wherever. This has a scent to it too. Well, why wouldn't it? Good question. It's fun just haphazard, like not being so, like trying to get everything quote unquote perfect. There's a freedom in that for me, like just doing stuff, just to be doing stuff, and seeing how when it's over, like how everything pulled together. Now we're going to powder down and then go in with some more of the paints. And there is a white paint, which is really cool. So we're going to use that. We're going to use the black. I might kind of want to use this gray in here too. Let me get a different brush. I've been finding out what brushes I like more than other brushes, which is really cool. Do I want to use that one? No, let's use this one. Because that one's bigger than this one. And we're going to take this gray. And I'm glad that this is, oh, that's darker than I thought. Oh my gosh, I thought it was going to be lighter than that. But it's not lighter than that. So what was I thinking? And so just going to be light with it and just put it in different places. There is a latex, liquid latex that dries gray. That would be great for some of this, but I didn't bring it over here. I don't want to put a lot of this because it's darker than I thought it was going to show up as. So we're just gonna leave it like that. We're gonna powder it down and then go in with some more paints, and then we should be done after that. I brought this here. It says Smucker's Sundays All Day. This came in a set. It was 4 of these and like some Sunday toppings or something. And it came in a pack that somebody gave me as a gift like a while ago. It was probably like over 20 years ago. Like one of those Pollyanna type things. But we're going to put the powder in here. Because that's easier than dipping it with trying to get it onto a palette and then all of that stuff. So I can just dip the sponge in here. This is the Mayron Color Set Powder Translucent. Where's my powder puff? I didn't bring a powder puff over here. This is the one I've been using to clean my mirror. I guess we're going to use this one because that's what's here in front of me. Puff over here. There's one in here, but I've never used it. And I could use it because I have enough powders. I'm going to use this. And for the actual powder puff, they say get powder in it and then do like this. And then just press it where you want it. That's what they say anyway. But no. So we definitely need to powder down over the cream because it's not going to dry down on its own. It is easier having put it in that container. Is it dry everywhere? The way I said that made me think of that song. It's a smile on your face. Is it dry? Oh, nope, that ain't. Oops. Well, you know what, too? I gotta put some over top of the scar wax. She looks real gnarly in this picture. It looks like her face is melting. That's what it looks like. But I wanted to do more colors than just grayscale. Yeah, it looks like her face is melting. Melted ice cream. And whatever it was thick enough to, like, and I do think it was gelatin, because it looked like some of it was melting, and you can see like the thick drips like around her chin area. Alright, so we're going to set that aside. I'm going to go back to, I think this is a red adjuster. This is a rose adjuster shade. That's not a blood shade. So we're going to put that down. I'm going to go back to the FX palette. This bruise tone, because this is still super wet. This sponge. Put that down. Do I want to? I don't know if that's going to work. We're going to try it. I want to use this sponge with the bloods. I mean, with the texture, with the alcohol thing, alcohol based, alcohol activated, y'all. I missed the beginning of your life. What's the inspiration? Sloth. Yes. Yep, just sloth. And we're doing, I'm using a lot more color than the inspiration picture, because the inspiration picture was just gray based. Looked very gnarly. I wanted more color. So we're going to take this, I'm going to dip it in the alcohol, tap it on my cloth, and we're going to go into this black, and hopefully this will, oh man, nope. So I'm going to have to use a brush or rip up another sponge. Damn it. Damn it. We are being as haphazard comes with these paints. So we're just looking messy because we're lazy, we're sloth, we just lay around and just whatevs. I want to get with the bloods. That's my favorite thing is the fake blood. I want to put the black around some of the edges of the latex. Now I keep getting quiet. Very tedious. Very tedious. We're doing the black on the outside of whatever these are, because if it was a cut, it would be darker on the outsides of it, and it would be more red from the blood on the inside of it. Svetlana, how are you? Forgive me if I pronounce your name wrong, so I kind of really feel like I did, so I do apologize for that. Alright, we're gonna put that down. What is this? Makeup remover. We're gonna put that down. Not liking the nose. How are you doing today? Alright, blood. I'm putting a tissue in here to get up this alcohol so that I can put this one out with alcohol in it inside of it instead of having two different things of alcohol here. And I had two because I used two different colors. We have stage blood. I brung over, brung is not a word, it's an Ebonics word. I brought over here bright arterial and dark venomous and also coagulated blood. So we want to, damn, I can't double dip with these. Shit. And I don't like pouring them in here because it's going to be wasted. I didn't open up the Graftobian ones yet that came in their kit. And I thought to do that, but I didn't want to experiment with something new here because I wanted to just get the look done. So it was like, use what I know kind of thing. Because I'm thinking maybe I'll just keep those for me. So we're going to take the bright arterial first. I'm trying real hard not to make a mess. And we're going to just pour some of this. That was probably too much. We're going to close this back up. So that's in here. And we're going to put the darker one in here. And both of these I have used before. You're getting roadblocks today? Oh, that's exciting. Wow. Is it for your birthday or something? Or it's just the day that you're just going to go buy it? I don't want to pour out too much. Okay, so let's close this up. We're going to do the same thing with this sponge that we did with the other one. And just pick some apart. Or I could just use, I think that the black texture, what I call stipple sponges, I think those work with this if I remember correctly. So let's try that too. You know what, I think we did do that with that. And we're going to do it on this side. So we did this side. And we're going to do the opposite side. My little nubby nails. I'm going to pick this apart. Let me see if the texture sponge will work with it. This is the bright arterial. Yo, look at this. Oh, wow, I love it. Oh, yeah, it does. I think this might be what I did before, too. Yeah. I like this stuff. Your birthday is December 26th. Happy early birthday. How old will you be? You know what? I need to stop this because this is picking up. Damn it. It was working so well. It was picking up. Same as your sister's birthday, says Janet. I was getting down with that, and then I had to switch up. don't like this edge right here. So we're going to cover it up with blood. What I can say is using the different things, I'm already developing some preferences. I do like the scar wax better than the sin wax. The sin wax is so hard that it's challenging to work with. I'm gonna put that down, put that brush down, take a clean brush. Cool. Oh wow, you'll be 9? I was 9 once. You want to take the darker one? I had a feeling. Wow. Oh wow, that looks nice. You know what I could do? Where did I just put this? I threw it away. I'm gonna take this one and dip it in that, the lighter one. The lighter blood, because I threw the stipple sponge away already. Well, I don't know if this is Sloth, but I do know I'm having a hell of a lot of fun. I don't know. Is this giving anybody sloth? I'm just having fun here. Oh, wow. So, this is the darker one. I am next to the window. Little cozy place. I'm resting. We're taking a nap. Have a nice nap. Ow. Yeah, this one's the lift. I'm going to put this in the darker blood. Are y'all getting sloth from this? I have gone off the rails. I am just having so much fun. I don't think I used. I'm not gonna clean the blood out of these. Out of these brushes. What is the question, my dear Watson? I'm at the next part. Back in the pocket. Ah, Daddy keep putting me in the pocket. Oh, my fingers are sticky. Of course they are. I'm dealing with sticky stuff here. I think I'm gonna hand wash this cloth that's here because it's looks like I got the paint brushes on top of it. Got wax. You are not going to leave me sleep. Oh, you're going to sleep listening to my voice. That's kind of scary. Oh man, so we're going to take the coagulated blood. I don't know what to do for the lip. Maybe we'll put that on the lip. We're not doing anything else to the eye. Maybe we'll put that on the lip. Or no. No, that's purple-ish. I'm gonna take the coagulated blood. Yo, I love the coagulated blood. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me take this brush. And we're just gonna like actually take it from in the cap. This is we're gonna put this here. So the idea of putting this here was to make it look like the blood was pooling. So that was the idea with that. Oh man, squirt blood would be nice too, because then that would just drip. I want to say we're done. Is this giving sloth? Like, I don't think so. I really went off the rails. This stuff is so much fun. I am wiping what I can with this on inside the lid of the coagulated blood, which is extremely sticky. That's not working. Let's take the brush. Is anybody getting sloth from this? Or are we getting another burn victim? We're gonna do the lip and we will be done. So somebody let me know, is this sloth or is this not sloth? I just wanted y'all to see how some of this works. I'll have more structure for the next 5 deadly sins. I just love playing with blood. And some of them I don't think I'll need anything except just eyeshadow, or maybe use on the oil based or water activated paints. So we're gonna put this on the lip and then we'll be done. I think it could be sloth. Maybe they have been moving. Yeah, because if they just sitting still rotten, they're not gonna have any blood on them unless their skin just got that cracked. And then they started moving and that's what cracked the skin. That's one thing my tutor did. She would say, this could, well, she was saying, I see what you did, and then like she like how you just broke it down, it could be this because of that, or how I was saying it could be this because of that. She would do that too. Moving so slothful, they're dragging their face on the ground, causing wounds. I like that. That works. Okay, thank you, Janessa. This might be too dark for the look, but we're gonna put this on. Okay, yeah, we'll roll with that. That sounds good. That fits. That sounds like it fits. I should have lined my lips in black. What is this? This is the Unseen one from Notoriously Morbid. Y'all, their website is looking bare bones. If you go to the site and click eyes and click palettes, I think it might be only like maybe 10 palettes on there. I don't think I'm getting rich in irony. I think that they forgot. And I was excited about it. I'm not going to ask, because I'm not entitled to it. I do like the lip with this. You know what? So that's going to be the story for the real. And the short is 7 Deadly Sins, Sloth, moving so slowly, dragging on the ground, got cuts and wounds. Thank you, Janessa. How much do I owe you for that story? That don't even look right. Why'd I do that? I got too excited. I got too happy. Put you back home. I'm gonna take alcohol. We're gonna go into this white. Why did I think that was gonna cover that up? Why did I think that? Why? Yo, I be tripping. It's definitely a learning process. Let me the coagulated blood. Sorry, I was talking to. Oh, don't be sorry. I didn't even know. Like, I can't see you, so like I don't know what. Like, I don't know. I like that better. This is so sticky. Oh man, I love it. Oh shoot. I am not going to ask. Should I come back to remove it? Because I'm going to wash this off and get ready for bed. This is dripping a little bit because there's so much tissue on there. So, this is how we did prosthetics, because layering tissue over latex, building it up, they do consider that a prosthetic, especially if you're doing stuff like this. I like it. This is whacked out, but I like it. Ow. Where's the blood that's not so... Shit. It's not so dry. And I'm just kind of like taking this off the side of the container. I just didn't like that was just plain gray right there. Alright, so Sloth was dragging on the ground and got cuts and scrapes. So this is what we got. 7 deadly sins, Sloth. We got 5 more to go. And I do promise I will be more strategic and focused with those. I could feel this peeling off. I'm not going to do that though. So we're going to go, y'all. Thank you, everyone who was able to show up. This is dripping right there too. I love it. So we use liquid latex, we use tissues, we use the cotton round to give us texture, we use spirit gum to put on the scar wax, and I need to just do that and just make a scar with it. So I got stuff anywhere. What else did we use? We use cream paints, we use Skin Illustrator, alcohol, activated paints, and we use different bloods. And so that's everything that we use, and powder that we used. Yeah. I kind of do want to be like, do I want to come back and take some of this off? But it would probably take me longer because if there is some makeup remover right here. But we're not. So we're going to go. Thank you all for being here, everyone who showed up. For those who just popped in just now, we're doing 7 Deadly Sins series. This is Sloth dragging herself on the ground because Sloth is laziness and moving slow. And so while she's dragging herself along, she scraped up her skin and, you know, got scratches and cuts. And so that's the story we're going with. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. I do like it. It was a lot of fun, and we are going to go. Thank you, Replay Crew, everybody who popped in, new subscribers. I see you. I appreciate you. We're going to go. We'll be back here Monday with another one. Yeah, so that'll be it. So as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the crazy explanation way. Thank you, and you'll see me soon. Bye.